The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
There's a very real prospect that on the day Donald Trump leaves office, the Justice Department may indict him, that he may be the first president in quite some time to face the real prospect of jail time.
Trump knows that he's facing some pretty strong criminal liability. His future looks like it's behind bars.
This president has to be indicted because of the connection with the crimes which actually helped him get elected.
What crimes? Here they go again. What crimes? This is ridiculous. Do you know what is going on in this country right now, in this economy? We could be facing a worse crash than 1929. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Welcome to Phil's Gang, 7 past the hour here on Phil's Gang, where we tell you the truth. This is ridiculous. All these Democrats want to do is talk about this garbage when there's more important things to talk about. But it's amazing that the people decided to put them back in control of the House. And the folks are going to live to regret that. Because all you're going to be hearing from Adam Schiff, Joe Scarborough, all the rest of them, impeachment, and then you got the crazy lady.
This president, in my estimation, has done everything possible to certainly be eligible for impeachment.
Show one law. This has been going on for, 2 years. Not one bit of evidence yet. Not one bit of evidence.
I guess I don't quite understand it because I don't know what's illegal about trying to build a hotel in Russia.
It's what they're hoping to be illegal. They're hoping. Joe Scarborough is hoping. This guy Schiff is hoping. Do you realize the problems we got right now in this country? We've had for 10 years a financially engineered stock market. For 10 years, 40% of our workforce, 40% of the Americans, their standard of living is worse today than when the June 2009, the recession from 2007 to 2009 ended. 40% of Americans, their standard of living is worse now than when we had the crash. Nobody's benefiting. The 1%'s benefiting. The large corporations are benefiting. And the same thing. We had this big 250% rally, and oh, God, I wish you were with my members. You would have made money. But it was all fake. It's fake. That 250% rally was induced. It was financially engineered using QE, quantitative easing, a fancy word for printing money, dropping interest rates to near zero, buying bonds. The government gives 5 of the largest banks go out and buy all these bonds to drive interest rates down, very low, down to near zero. All fake. Give all this money to just one group. Don't give the money to the working folks or the middle class. Give all the money to the CEOs to buy their own stock, to push the stock market up 250%. And for the first time, stocks have gone up, not because of increased margins, not because of increased top-line sales, not because of new patents and innovation. Stocks went up without profits. The only way they got their profits is when they did QE, And the QE is what drove fake profits. QE is what drove the earnings, like 2017 on the S&P, to 20%. But people don't realize half of those earnings came from where? Quantitative easing. The tax cut. Between quantitative easing, zero interest rates, low interest rates, and the big one, the tax cuts. The tax cuts is what has been driving the earnings for 2017 and 2018. Now these earnings have been pumped up. Remember, they got a 10% bonus. It was a gift. They keep telling us how the earnings and profits were the best ever. Well, of course they're the best ever. If you do a tax cut and you keep interest rates low, you do stock buybacks, of course it's going to push up fake earnings. They're all fake. But now, when interest rates are starting to climb, what happened? What happened to the market? When interest rates started to climb, this market started to tumble, started to fall apart. But look, everybody kept saying how it's the best market ever. Nothing like it, they said. That was in September 2018. The market goes down 11%. It's never come back up again. We've been stuck in a range of 7% now. I thought this was the greatest market ever. But for 10 years, this market went up on just financial engineering, taking money, front-loading the stock market. But now we got a real problem. They can't keep doing this. Because here's the problem. What didn't grow was the economy. The only way you grow the economy is these companies have taken that money, all that free money, and they plowed it back into the companies for capital investment. Capital investment is the lowest in 15 years. When you don't have capital investment, that means you don't increase productivity. When you don't increase productivity, you don't give wages. You don't increase wages for your people. So people have been living on credit cards. People have been living on buying a car, put it out there for 7-year payments. People have been living on credit, just credit. While the very wealthy, the 1%, have been getting richer and richer and richer off the stock market because they're the ones in the stock market. They control the stock market. The 1% controls 85% of the gains. So now the market started to collapse in September, and now it's stuck. It can't get back up there. Why? The only way the market's going to go back up, they're going to do the same thing. Trust me what I'm saying. They're going to turn around and they're going to say, okay, we're not going to raise rates in December. We're going to start QE again. Bring interest rates back down to zero again. That's all they can do. And you should be a member, because if they do that, this thing will take off again. We'll have another fake rally. But guess what's going to happen? The economy is going to get worse and worse and worse. The reason our economy can never reach 4, 5, 6%, we're always stuck at 2.5, 2.8, maybe this year 3%. I doubt it, because you don't put people back to work. You got to put people back to work. You got to give them good jobs, not part-time jobs, not crappy jobs, not service jobs. You got to give them good jobs in mining and drilling and construction and manufacturing. All the jobs that Obama created and Bush created have been all low-end service jobs. So here they are. What are they talking about? Oh, impeach, impeach, impeach. Put them in jail. And Trump has been the only one out there doing anything. He's out there trying to fix the economy. I said last Friday, we've never had a full recovery. When the stock market crashed, we have never recovered. It's been a fake recovery. It's been propped up on these low interest rates, easy credit, and now this big tax cut was nothing more than a big lie, just like TARP was. Same thing as TARP, a big lie. They lied to us with TARP. And now they lied to us the same thing with this tax cut. We'll talk about that when we get back in some of our stocks. We'll check and see how our members are doing with our stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grandy said, on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. The crash will be caused by China, the FANG stocks, and I believe we are going to get at least a 5% pullback between now and the second week of February. Remember, stock market crashes just don't happen overnight. They can take as long as a year before you get the capitulation. The capitulation, I believe, will be in December of this year, 2018, or the first quarter of 2019. But there's no question the catalyst will be China.
And there you have it. That's what I said on January 16th. People ask, how did you know? Well, it was easy. Because we had an economy that was only benefiting a very small segment of the population. The spending, remember, our economy grows through spending. And who does the spending? Not the wealthy. When the wealthy makes money, they just take their money and put it in a pile with the rest of their money. They got everything. But the whole economy, the stock market, everything was geared to make the rich even richer through quantitative easing and stock buybacks. In stock buybacks, that creates such danger to the economy. It undermines the economy. It takes the guts out of the economy. Think about when they did the corporate tax cut. When they passed that $1.5 trillion corporate tax cut in January 2017, the minute that went into effect, corporate profits, what an effect it had on corporate profits. But it didn't benefit the middle class or the working class. But boy, did those corporate profits go up. And who benefited? Soros and all the boys, all the big shareholders. They benefited. Who else? The CEOs. Our workforce of 145 million people didn't do anything for them. 50% of them were making $30,000 a year and still are as of January 2017 when they introduced the tax cut. Let's think about that. In 2017, January, our workforce, about 145 million people, 50% of the 145 million were making $30,000 a year before taxes. 72% of the 145 million work from paycheck to paycheck. What did it do for them? Absolutely nothing. Did nothing for them. It was just another lie. It was just another lie. They told us, and Congress told us, if we pass this, and Larry Kudlow, he was the driver behind this, and Mnuchin, if we pass this, corporations are going to save so much money in taxes, they're going to take all that savings, pour it back into their companies for capital investment. And from capital investment, our productivity is going to increase, your wages are going to go up, your standard of living is going to go up. It was a big fat lie, just like TARP. Remember when Congress passed TARP? The first time they turned them down. Congress turned them down. The people were outraged. The banks who blew up everything were going to get a bailout. When people who have homes underwater couldn't get a bailout. But then what happened? The congressmen and the banks got together and decided to come up with a lie. They would say, of the $700 million that we'll pass, the TARP money, we'll take $250 million and we'll put it for those people whose homes are being foreclosed on, and we'll save them. Their homes won't be foreclosed on. 2 weeks after Congress passed the TARP, what did they do? The $250 billion, they didn't use it for homes. They used it for Christmas bonuses and other bonuses. That's where the money went to. Just like this tax cut was a big lie. We were told by Mnuchin and Cohen and Kudlow, who, by the way, Kudlow was working for the president at the same time as Cohen, and he was taking over Cohen's place, and he eventually did. They were the economic advisors to the president. They said, Mr. President, the 1.5 trillion tax cut is going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great thing. But it wasn't a great thing. Yes, it was great for the corporations, great for the CEOs. It was incredible for them. You know, think about this. The CEOs, before the corporate tax cut, were making 361 times their workers. When we had the corporate tax cut, their salary, they're getting already $13 million a year. The average CEO of S&P 500 company gets $13 million a year. That's 361 times their workers. That's not counting the 17% increase they got because of the stock buybacks. That also didn't count, though, remember, the money they made because of the tax cuts. Remember, they got a 17% increase on top of the $13 million due to the stock buybacks. And then they got another 10% when the tax cut hit. Another bonus. What did the folks get? What did the working folks get? Not a thing. Nothing. Oh, here's what they gave them. Extra credit cards. Oh, and they took, if you're going to buy a car, instead of 3 years, they push it out to 7 years. That's what they got. More credit cards, easy credit. They could go and get a student loan. Nobody's going to stop them. They don't have to worry about credit. So you get a car, you get a student loan, you get credit cards, go out and shop. And that was the trick. But here's the problem. As the wealthy were making all the money, they don't spend money. 70% of our economic growth comes from spending. The working class spends, the middle class spends, but they had no money. The only way they could spend is credit. And now, after all that, they have a historic household debt, historic revolving debt, over $4 trillion. What's that mean? That means on credit cards, auto loans, student loans, those kind of things. Historic debt. So now we got this huge bubble. And what do? They raised rates right at the worst time when people had the worst debt. Why did they raise rates? They wanted to prove the economy was good when they knew it wasn't. Be right back. Take a look at our member stocks, see how they're doing.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Third quarter profits were up 29%.
The economy is really strong. Corporate earnings have been great. All of the positive news that we've seen through this whole cycle continues.
But here's what they don't tell you and why the market is having problems. Here's what they're not telling you. Remember, when they cut taxes from 35% to 21%, where does that money go? It goes, that savings, if your company was making $1 million a year, every year, but now you got the tax cut, now you got an extra $300,000, that goes to the bottom line. Now you take that $300,000 and you have a choice. Do I put it back into the business so I can increase wages? I put it back into business by buying new machinery, new equipment, increase my productivity, and then that way I can give my people a wage increase. No, they decided not to do that. So here they got the big tax cut. That savings went to the bottom line. Then they took the savings and did stock buybacks. And stock buybacks is an accounting trickery. It's trickery. It's a fraud. It used to be illegal. And what it does, it increases earnings. So when you hear her say how the earnings, she leaves out the reason why the earnings went up, they doubled because they had the tax cut. When think about what they did. When you had the tax cut and you had that extra $300,000, you bought your own stock back. That means you have less shares outstanding. And when you have less shares outstanding, you spread your earnings over it. Your stock price goes up. It's fake. That's why it was a fraud. That's why I used to go to jail doing this stuff. But they don't tell you that. So now, here's the problem. The people who grow this economy, the middle class and the working folks, they're not getting any wage increases. The only way they're buying stuff is through credit, and they're building up their debt, and it's huge. It's humongous. Now they're getting tapped out. Now they'll start losing their jobs. You notice in the last 6 months, the people who file for unemployment is increasing, but nobody wants to talk about this. This is why the market's going to crash. Here's what the smart money knows. They know the only way they can keep this market going after 10 years now that they've been raising rates, and you saw how the market has reacted. The market went down 11% like that, and then we have not been able to get back up because they're saying, wait a minute, we got a real problem here. The folks don't have any money. The people who spend money, the middle class and the working class, they're the ones who spend all the money. 70% of our economic growth comes from spending. That's them. The rich puts their money in the pile with the rest of the money. Now, they can't spend. They're in debt up to their throats. They can't spend anymore. And that's when the crash begins. Because when spending stops, stores start laying people off. When people start getting laid off and a neighbor sees you're not going to work, I'm your neighbor, then I panic, I don't spend. Then they lay more people off. Then after they lay more people off and more people off, and then it starts. Then the market starts crashing. That's where we are right now. So please join my gang. Be a member. Learn how to take a stock when this market starts dropping. Here, look, we already have. Let's go to our stock corner and see how our members are doing shorting.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
All right, I told my members, let's start shorting Citigroup, the banks, because the banks are in real trouble. The banks are in deep trouble. Because remember, when they said let's raise rates, they were raising rates on the middle class and the working class who are already tapped out. Their household debt is historic highs. Their credit cards are tapped out at highs. Their auto loans are at highs. So they said, well, let's raise rates. This is Kudlow again. Let's raise rates so we can tell people, look, when you raise rates, that means the economy's great. We'll fool everybody going into the midterm elections, and that way there we'll keep the Senate. Maybe we win the House. Then after, what happened? It blew up. It blew up on them. So you got to learn how to short. So we took a short position with the banks because the banks lead the market up and lead the markets down. And we could see when we had that 500-point rally or 600-point rally a week ago today, I said to my gang, do not chase it. Do not chase it. We're going to turn around and sell it short. Let's sell the banks short because I said, do you notice the banks did not go up? And when the banks aren't going up on a big rally of 600 points, that means this market's going to give it all back. So let's short the banks. So we did. Citigroup, we're up now 8%. My members. We did the same thing with J.P. Morgan. We're up 6%. This means we're shorting them. Retail, we went to Ralph Lauren, high end, 9% short profit. We got 9%. Halliburton, 7%. So I want to invite you to be a member, to join my gang so you can learn and participate. Do you have to go to school? You have to? No, not if you don't want to. If you don't want to, if you just want to join the video group where we will tell you, like Citi, when to sell short, when to add to your position, where to put your stop in. We always make sure that we don't risk more than 2 to 3% to try to make a target of 10% return. Each stock is treated like a business, individual business. So we have a business plan that we don't want to lose more than 2 to 3% to try to make 10%. Now, sometimes, of course, we don't make 10%. But the key is we know exactly what we are putting at risk. J.P. Morgan, same thing. Ralph Lauren, Halliburton. We've been doing great with our short positions. In fact, when everybody was saying, going back in October, if you remember, I had everybody shorting the oil drillers. I had everybody shorting the refiners. My God, rig, 20% return. OIH, 10% return. We shorted the builders. I knew they were going to collapse because we knew the banks were going to be raising rates on them. And look at that. Toll Brothers, 18% return. Lennar, 25% return. But right now, what you got to focus on, we're in this market. Today, the market went down 400 points. Here's what I said in the morning. Now we're positive 80. Here's what I said when the market was going down this morning, when it was in the hole.
So bottom line, the plunger team's going to come in and they're going to try to move this market back up this morning is what they're going to try to do. Okay, so that's what we're going to see. We're going to see probably a rally today, okay, off the bottom.
And that's exactly what we saw. If you go in and you take a look at the market, you put up the S&P dropped this morning, okay? It dropped, and it broke support. Finally, it broke support. It broke that 262, 2,620. Key support. It broke it. The plunger team came in, and what did the plunger team do? And who is the plunger team? Who's the members? The president, he heads it. Then you have the Secretary of Treasury. You have the chairman of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. You have the chairman of the Securities Exchange Commission. And you have the chairman of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. They meet every day and say, what are we going to do with the market? So when it broke key support and the banks were breaking down, they thought, this is it. We're on our way to a 60% dive. They came in today and they moved the market right up. What do? They print money. And then they go and give money to the 5 largest banks to go in and start buying the bank stocks, or mostly the bank stocks, to push the stocks up, to push the market up. And that's what they did. So look, join my gang, Phil's gang. Now, you can, if you want to be really active, we have, I think, the finest educational system in the country. You can come to our class every day live, online, from 9:30 in the morning to 11 o'clock. We got UK. We got more classes and videos. And if you really want to learn, I think we have the greatest educational system around. But if you say, I don't have time, or you say, I do have time, but I don't want to learn, I just want to make some money, well, then why don't you follow these stocks like I just gave you, like Citi and JP Morgan, where I will give you an alert, tell you when to buy, when to add to your position, when to sell, and when to run like hell. So nobody else does that for you. So if you're that type of person, say, I just don't want to learn anything anymore, I'm tired of learning, going to school, then fine. Why don't you join? And all I ask, please remember St. Jude. Provide some money to St. Jude if you're doing well. But listen to me. Please, you got to learn how to sell a stock short. It's so easy, especially with my MV2 color-coded chart. Join now. They're waiting for your call. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. You can become a member, and if you don't want to do any learning and you just want me to give you the stock, and our team will tell you when to buy, when to add to your position, when to put your stop in, when to sell it, when to run like hell. That's great. That's fine. We do that. We have a program. It's called our video group. And we use our MV2 color-coded chart. It tells us when to buy, when to sell. The algorithms are set up with following money, the big institutional money like the banks and the insurance company. It works. It works. Okay? If you don't think so, just try it for a month. Invest $39.95 in yourself before you put it in cigars or anything else. It works. When I sit here and tell you when we shorted Citi and we're up 8% and JP Morgan 6% and Ralph Lauren 9%, that's the truth. Now, what I hate about the stock market is the constant lying. The constant lying. Listen to this. They lie to you. Why? Because they always want you to buy. They always try to get you excited to buy. Not once do you ever hear them say, okay, you should short GE, you should short Ford, or you should short Starbucks. Not once do you ever hear that. Because that is the death sentence. They don't want you ever to sell a stock. It's against their rules. Don't make sure they tell their brokers, or planners, don't ever tell people to sell. We're here to sell them, to buy. We want them to buy. Because the bigger the portfolio gets, the more money we make. Remember, a broker makes 40, 50%. When he brings money in, his portfolio starts out at $1 million, then it's at $2 million and $5 million. They don't want you to sell. They're going to do everything to keep you because they get 40, sometimes 50% on that portfolio. Now listen to this. What Kudlow said.
We're seeing very good business investment. Capital goods orders are huge right now.
Huge right now. Really? That's a bold-faced lie. They're not huge. Go look it up. They're at a 15-year low, but he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you that. Unbelievable, isn't it? Then listen to this. Listen to this here. This is crazy.
The tax cuts are working. That's why.
The tax cuts are working. Really?
The tax cuts are working. That's why consumer spending is up and people are at their jobs and corporations are.
All right. He says that's why consumers are spending because of tax cuts, she's saying that's why consumers are spending. They didn't get any of that money. They didn't get any of that money. She's a liar. She didn't get any. None. Zero. Unfortunately, The corporations who got the big tax cuts have not used that money to increase workers' pays. Everybody knows this. 72% of our workers, we have 145 million workforce, 72% are working paycheck to paycheck, and that's a fact. 50% of the 145 million are making $30,000 a year. That's a fact. It's a fact that when they cut these taxes, the middle class, the working class did not get anything. And what few bucks they maybe got lucky and got, it was eaten up with inflation. It's a bold-faced lie, but they don't care. They're going to come out and tell you anything to get you to buy. This is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Then they give you all this nonsense.
This is a trading market.
I think in the next year will be 10 down and 10 up.
The volatility is negative. How do you handicap Brexit?
The buy the dip trend has broken apart.
How do you handicap trying to trade?
There's a great deal of pessimism toward the market right now.
I actually think the range could be a bit wider than up 10, down 10.
I think it's going up from here. And here's the thing.
He doesn't know if it's going up. He doesn't know if it's going down. If we dug J.P. Morgan up, he'd second the motion. Look, we're stuck in a 7% range. After we dropped 11%, the market dropped about 11% since September 28th. Then it dropped, and it has not been able. I'm sorry. Let me I got the wrong one. Oh, here you go. The market has dropped since September 20th. The S&P has dropped 11%, and now after it dropped 11%, it made its way back up 3 times, about halfway back, and then it failed again. They had 3 failures. And remember, one of the failures that was on I think it was a Monday, right? It was December 3rd, and then we gave it all back. And now we're all the way back down to the bottom again. Today, we're in a 7% range, the top to bottom 7%. We've been in this range of 7% since about October 16th. And every time they try to make a move to the upside to break out, they can't. How can they? Everything's going against this market. Finally, when they start raising rates, it's over. The only way they can move this market up is to again announce another QE to bring money back down to zero, to give money to CEOs free so they can go push stocks up. That's the only, and then nobody benefits except them. And that's why the economy can't grow to 4 to 5%. So what do? Let's make sure you're always in a position. You want to be in a position that you can buy a stock, sell a stock short with as much ease as you buy a stock. I'm here to do that for you. If you don't want to learn, fine. I'll do it for you. Our team will do it for you. Tell you when to buy, when to sell, where to put the stop in. You haven't got to do anything. We send you the alert. Put 2 minutes aside and go read the alert. Do exactly what we say. When we say run like hell, you run like hell. It's that simple. Otherwise, if you want the whole educational course, it's still $39.95. And you can come to our classes, our live classes from 9:30 to 11. All our other updates. Are you kidding? Nobody offers what we offer. But here's the problem with this market. Now that the economy, we're seeing the real economy now. Now without the stock buybacks, the tax cut. Now here's the big problem for the economy. Now with the tax cuts, remember that increased earnings by 10%. Now, next year, they're not going to have that. So earnings going to drop by 10%. What's going to happen then? Exactly what you're seeing now. The market's not going up because the investors are anticipating that. They're going to say, what's going to happen in 2019? Now, the tax cuts, all the big money, it's behind us. It's in the rearview mirror. Now, you got to ask, why would Congress pass such a stupid law that only benefits the very wealthy, the 1% population? It didn't benefit the middle class. It didn't benefit the working class. And it didn't. You didn't get that $4,000 per household, did you? No. Did you see a big bump in your pay? Absolutely not. Because here's what's going on. That 1 percentile who takes home about 30% of the total income of this country and owns 45% of the nation's wealth, who controls 85% of the stock market's wealth. They control the 5 largest U.S. banks. They're the boss. They decide which way this market goes. And the reason why Congress allowed this tax cut when they shouldn't have, they should have put in a mandate. All right, we'll give you the tax cut, but only if you take a certain percentage of that tax savings and cut it to wages. Even if you don't buy any equipment, just give it to the folks for wages, for God's sakes. They're still working at the same level. And if you take inflation, their pay isn't any more than it was in 1972, adjusted for inflation. Yeah, your check is bigger, it looks bigger, but you have no more dollars in your pocket as you did in 1972. Why did they do that? Because remember, Congress gets where they get their funds to do their campaigns. Why do you think the banks, the large banks, under Dodd and Frank, they never went in and increased the regulations on them? They should have went back in and revitalized the I can't think of the name of the law now. The Glass-Steagall Act. They should have went in and said, we're going to put the Glass-Steagall Act in. So no more can you take the deposits, you bankers, and go out and use deposits of people to go invest and speculate. They wouldn't even do that. All right, join my gang, become a member, 877-600-GANG. Try it just for 30 days. It works. At the end of 30 days, if it doesn't, that's it. You just leave. You can send me a hate mail, but it works. And all I ask you, help St. Jude, please. We'll see you on the charts. 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to